Hello there everyone, and welcome to the Paint a Flower Camellia layering guide video. So to start with, I've taken the image from the Paint a Flower Camellia stamp set and I've stamped that onto some white cardstock. I'm then going to take the first of the stencils from the stencil set and I'm just going to place this into position into the outline that we have stamped. Now for the flowers, I am going to be using the same ink, so this is the pink diamond ink, so I'm just going to add that through the stencil on the flower portions of the open areas that we have. Once I have that done, I'm then going to move on to the little berries that you can see at the top of this one. And for this one, I'm going to be using the Sunray ink, so I'm just going to make sure all of those little berries are covered in place on the outline, and then I can ink through the stencil. So once that's done, I'm going to shift the stencil and we're going to be concentrating on that little leaf cluster that we have at the top left. And for this one, I am going to be using some Firefly ink. I'm then going to shift the stencil over and add that into place onto the leaves that are in the top right. Again, I'm going to be using the Firefly ink for this layer too. So once that's done, I'm going to move on to the second stencil. And again, I'm going to pop that into place on the flowers and the little berries that we have at the top. For this layer here, I'm going to be using the Pinkalicious ink, so I'm just going to use a small blending tool just to add the colour to the flower portions of the stencil. So all of these little open areas for the petals is where I'm going to add the colour. Once that's done, I can then move on to those little berries that we have at the top. So there's two little berries just poking out. And for this one, I'm going to be using the Chamomile ink, so I'm just going to add some colour there. Once that's done, I'm going to move the stencil over a little bit. And again, this is going to be the little leaf section that we have at that right edge there. For this one, I'm going to be using the Grass Fields ink. So I'm just going to add the colour through the stencil to add the leaves in. I'm going to move the stencil up, add the leaves that we have at the bottom right, and then I'm going to move the stencil again to add the colour into the rest of the leaves that we have on the image, again using the Grass Fields ink. So once that's done, I'm then going to move on to the third stencil, and this is going to kind of fill in all of the other pieces that we have left. So I'm just going to pop that into place on the flower. For this layer, I'm going to be using the Rubellite ink. So I'm just going to add the ink for this one just through the flower portions of the image. Once I've added that pink ink, I'm then going to move on to some orange for the rest of the little berries that we have. This one is the Snapdragon ink, so I'm just going to add that into place through there. Once that's done, I'm just going to shift that stencil over again and just add the stems into place on the outline that we have. And for this one, I will be using the Shadow Creek ink just to add that colour through. And here is all of the layering complete. We really do hope this video helps. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again really, really soon. Bye bye.